The Fast and Furious franchise is nearing its end, with Fast X setting the stage for an epic conclusion. But here's the thing, it's not just another high-octane chapter, it's the beginning of the end for the entire saga. In this video, we're diving deep into everything we know so far about Fast X Part 2, the next step in the action-packed, family-driven series that's kept fans on the edge of their seats for more than 2 decades. At the heart of Fast X Part 2 is Dante Reyes, the son of the villain from Fast 5. Played by Jason Momoa, Dante is out for revenge after the death of his father, and he's making Dom Toretto and his crew suffer in ways they never could have imagined. But with Dom and his team facing a terrifying new enemy, there's a lot at stake, not just for them, but for the entire future of the franchise. Now, we all remember that shocking post-credit scene in Fast X. It leaves us with so many questions. Is Dom really dead? What's going to happen to his team? Fast and Furious 11 might kick off with a bang, and rumors suggest it could start with tragedy, with the fates of key characters still hanging in the balance. Fast X was full of unexpected twists, and it's clear that the stakes are higher than ever. One thing we do know is that the action won't be slowing down. After all, Fast and Furious 11 is expected to be the final chapter in the saga, and it's rumored to bring the series back to its roots, back to street racing, where it all began. We might see Dom's family come together one last time to face a new threat. But as with any franchise this big, things never go exactly as planned. Speaking of plans, did you know that Fast X had an eye-popping budget of $340 million? That's a massive number. And while the movie made a hefty $746 million at the global box office, it still wasn't enough to fully recoup the costs, especially when factoring in marketing expenses. It's no surprise that Fast and Furious 11 is taking its time to hit theaters. Originally expected to release sooner, delays due to the writers' strike mean that fans will have to wait until April 4, 2025 for the grand finale. And here's another curveball. Fast and Furious has a new director. Louis Leterrier, who previously directed The Incredible Hulk, is stepping in to replace Justin Lin, a longtime director in the franchise. With such a big change, we're left wondering how the next chapter will feel, especially since some fans doubt that the franchise will truly end with this final installment. Is it really Dom's last ride? What we do know for sure is that Jason Momoa's portrayal of Dante Reyes was one of the standout elements of Fast X, despite the mixed reviews. Momoa himself has revealed that he hasn't even seen a script for Fast and Furious 11 yet. He's still putting out his ideas, suggesting that production is still in the early stages. But with his villainous character still fresh in our minds, it's clear that Dante isn't done yet. In fact, the next chapter in the Fast and Furious saga might not focus on Dante at all. Rumors are swirling that Fast and Furious 11 could introduce a brand new villain, with Dante's storyline possibly getting wrapped up in a Hobbs and Reyes spin-off. This spin-off, titled Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Reyes, was announced in June 2023 and is expected to continue the story right where Fast X left off. Dante left a threatening message for Hobbs in the post-credit scene, and now it looks like we're going to see that story unfold in its own spin-off movie. As we gear up for Fast and Furious 11, one thing is certain: Fast X Part 2 will be the high-speed, action-packed conclusion we've been waiting for. Whether it's the return of old characters, new villains, or a twist we never saw coming, this final chapter promises to deliver everything fans love about the Fast and Furious franchise. Get ready for one last ride.